Good morning, chat. How's it going? What's poppin'? Wait, I completely forgot to turn on my studio light, but like the sunlight got me looking pretty good. There's a window, like, right there. You know, maybe we turn on the other light. Does that make me look too washed out? Am I too white? Nah, I look fine. Anyway, chat, good morning. How's it going? So I woke up this morning and I was like, oh wait, there's the Elestrals announcement. What up, Wiki? How we doing? Good morning, brother. There's the Elestrals announcement today. I was like, well, shit. I should probably stream that, shouldn't I? Yeah, I probably should. Because, listen, we have a little notepad. What we think is going to be announced today. So, here are my predictions, okay? Number 1, Worlds. Forgot my professional pick is my profile pick. I mean, look, you gotta roll up to the function looking professional. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got the mod attire, got the fucking suit on. Holy! Ardillis, good morning. How are we doing today? Man, so what do we think is going to be announced today? Number 1, Worlds. They kind of have to. Everything is in order, and yeah. Exactly. We gotta look up. We gotta roll up to the function looking professional. That's what we gotta do. We just gotta do it. Anyway, Worlds. Number 2. I don't know. Probably next month's Shattered Stars, because they have the Zaptor spirit art in the thumbnail. Next set name, maybe Divines, because they already teased Ares in a press release like a month ago. And Ares being a solar divine, kind of crazy. So like what? That makes the set Solar Thunder? And the last set has to be what? Frost Lunar? And I knew it all along. We were gonna save Hades for the 4th set of the Divine Champions block. It's just like, it has to be that way. And of course I said it the entire time. Hades has to be a lunar divine. But yeah. What else? Well, yeah, no, duh. Kickstarter backer updates. It'll probably be an announcement about like, oh hey, here's when the alpha keys are going out for you guys who put like $500 into the Kickstarter, which fuck that, bro. Like, granted, Elestrals Awakened looks sick, but I'm not putting in $500 just to get an alpha key. Are you kidding me? Just for like one route that you can shiny hunt on. What else? I think that's like maybe a ban list. Ban list date. They said that there was going to be one towards the end of the year. I anticipate, so like what? When's the next? I think they said that there was a premiere on the 15th. So then what? What day is that? That's a Saturday. So then maybe like... No, it's November 15th, right? Yeah. November 15th. I think the next one is like December 6th. So then maybe announcement like December 8th. I'm making a called shot there. I'm writing down the date. The update is in 25 minutes. And I'm calling out the date of the next ban list. Listen. If you weren't here at twitch.tv/aninja, you didn't know. You weren't on the ground floor. What can I say? No leaks, but like, you know, sometimes Apollo grants a man some prophecy, you know what I'm saying? Before I nail that down, let me look and actually see, because this assumption's built on a premiere being on the 6th. Let's see if I'm actually right. Because I don't think that they're going to have premieres like throughout the holiday season. That seems kind of stupid, if I'm going to be honest. I wish that they just had like a Google Calendar that like had all the premieres on it. Yeah, the next one is December 6th. Okay. So yeah, probably an announcement like the 8th, mayhaps. But yeah, I think this is like, usually there's like, you know, 5-ish things that they cover in these big update videos. And I think it's going to be Worlds, next month's Shattered Stars reveals, next set name, Kickstarter backer updates, and a day for the ban list. Okay, so now that we're on the topic of ban lists, what do I actually want on there? Because the format, if I'm going to be honest, is in a pretty good spot. Like, sure, Lockagon is the best deck in the room, but like, it's beatable. There's like a healthy amount of decks that can just, you know, beat Lockagon. Like, what, top 4 of the last premiere was Morfrost, Hermes, Locke, played by Julian. Yeah, maybe Solar Burst to 1. I can definitely see that. Or maybe this is the list where they take all the Omni runes behind the shed. Maybe that's it. That would be crazy. That would be nutty. Because, like, what? Next set would release in, like, April? Because that's about when, like, Firestorm dropped? Right? We started having Firestorm reveals around... Wait, no, when did Moonrise come out? Maybe, like, Moonrise came out, like, January. Well, no, if they're going to start reveals, they should have started at, like... They've got like a whole month and a half-ish if they do a January set. So, like, this could just be the title drop of the next set into reveal season. Ban all the Omni runes, like, mid-December. And then next set drops, like, let's say arbitrarily January 15th. Right? True. However, I already have, like, my windows all set up, and I don't want to touch anything for when I switch over to when we're actually watching the damn thing. But no, we do like 3 sets a year, right? This year it was Moonrise, Firestorm, Livestream, right? Well, yeah, no, that would make sense. That would make sense. Yeah. Just like what? Okay. So, like, by the way, shoutouts to Australia, bro. They have not gotten any live stream yet. Zero. There's none over there. Like, what's the point of Elestrals being on Amazon if you cannot order a box of the latest set to your front door? Australian distributors don't have live stream. This set came out like in September. It's now almost December. Like, dog, that's kind of a yikes. Not kind of, that's like really a yikes. Like, you're nerfing the Australians. But yeah, now how much we got? We got like 15 minutes. Oh, I forgot to turn on the vertical. I completely forgot to turn on the vertical. There we go. Maybe I should have waited for the whatchamacallit, for the announcement to start, then start the vertical. That might have been the move, but it is what it is. I don't know. So, back to the topic at hand. What do we actually think is on the ban list? Right? So, I don't think that they would put Solar Burst to 1. Because, you know, they want, like, less generic back row options. And Solar Burst, you kind of have to be playing Solar. It's in the name. So I think that they might touch Foamy. Wait, no, they might touch Tadpuff and Tadflow. Those two seem to be like really big culprits in the format. Like maybe put them to 1? Mayhaps? I could definitely see that. Maybe a hit to Chimera? Because of how much Morfrost has been represented? Maybe? That doesn't feel good. But like, you know, Morfrost won the premiere before last, and then had 2 of top 4 on this one. Also, shout out 6. Getting top 4. That's my goat. What else? I don't think that they would hit Celestlio. I really don't. Like, people are like, Solar, myself included, that Solar is the big boogeyman. But then I think, like, everyone came to the conclusion of, well, if you're going to play an RNG deck, you might as well, like, play the one with the higher ceiling. Because both of them have, like, you know, about the same odds of hitting. It's maybe like a 6 or 7% difference. But, like, you know, you might as well play the higher roller option, which is Blizzstrix, right? But yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't think that they'll hit Celestlio. I think they'll hit like the Morfrost stuff, but like maybe that's about it. Maybe hit back row if we're getting a new set in January. Yeah, I don't know. Like, the only thing that I'm really like actually excited about for this announcement is Worlds. Like, if they announce Worlds today and it's like, guys, today we're flying to Athens, Greece. I'm like, brother, A Drive, you're doing too much. Oh, yo? Wait, hold up, guys. Big news. Okay? Let's see. Let's see if you guys can see this. Liked by A Drive. Holy shit. Mr. Elestrals himself. Mr. Elestrals liked my tweet. Thank you, A Drive. Now retweet. Retweet to tweet Mr. A Drive. Quote tweet it. I don't care. Maybe if A Drive, you know, hits me with the follow, I might get a creator box. Who knows? Chat big. Huge. Massive even. Wait, is that real? Bro, there's no way that Nutty, like, shaved their head. There's no way. Well, I mean, granted, you know, 6 months ago, you guys wouldn't have said, bro, there's no way that Ninja shaved their head. And look at us now. But yeah, chat. We're just kind of holding on. Got another like 10 minutes until the announcement. Let's see what the Discord is saying. I mean, like, yeah. It's probably like, you know, the announcement probably is going to be Worlds. It's probably going to be Shattered Stars. Next set name, maybe. Definitely backer updates. Maybe a ban list. Like, so what happens if they don't announce Worlds right now? Because my assumption, right, for the longest time, has been that Worlds is going to be like mid to end of year next year, right? Like sometime probably between like July and like maybe October, right? So what happens if they don't announce, like if they announce it, don't announce it today? Like you kind of need like time, unless if this Worlds is like the 20, it couldn't even be 2025 Worlds, right? You can't give people, you know, like a month, less than a month, to like book accommodations and go somewhere. I'm like 90% sure that Worlds is 2026. Now, the worst thing that I think that A Drive could do right now is announce Worlds, but unfortunately it is somewhere in America. Which it probably is going to happen. Let's be real. Probably the absolute worst thing that A Drive could do is say, hey, not only is Worlds in America, but Worlds is also in like Texas or like Alabama. There was a very large uproar in the Discord when Kissimmee was announced from, you know, marginalized casters, you know, like people who are LGBT or disabled or women or trans, you know, all that shit. Of like, hey, we don't feel safe going to fucking Florida, right? Who the fuck accepts the state of Alabama? True and real. This has been fact-checked by true American patriots. And that was after, you know, the Dallas Open, right? Where it's like, oh yeah, Southern state into Southern state. So if they announce Worlds, yeah, no, it's like Kissimmee, which is like right outside of Orlando too, right? So not only are you like paying touristy like Disney money for everything outside the convention, but then on top of that, right, it's deep in the South. Like when I was there, I saw a couple of Confederate flags, I'm not gonna lie. Even though, you know, it's kind of like, you know, close to Disney. But yeah, no, like the worst thing that they could do is like announce Worlds in like another southern city. Like, I know there's a big contingent of Massachusetts players that have been pushing for Boston. I think Boston is a bad fucking idea because Boston is cold as shit. Realistically. Now, A Drive, if you ever see this, I am begging. if this decision has not been made already. I am pleading with you. I am begging. Put Worlds in the Gaylord National Hotel and Resort in the National Harbor. And my life is yours. Kratos, Gif, and all. Like, put... What are the fucking swords called? Put the chains around my arms. Give me the swords. My life is yours. Put it in the Gaylord. Worlds in the Gaylord would be so peak. Like, I'll have to show you guys after the announcement, but like, the Gaylord is pretty. It's a hotel and convention center together. Right? So, like, literally, you would just have people playing Elestrals all day, every day for like 5 days straight. And then, you know, it's right next to DC. People can do like touristy shit. I mean, it makes it a lot easier for me because I can just drive there, you know? You know, it's so pretty, right? Like, there's a reason why all the anime conventions go there. It's because it's really good for cosplay pictures, right? But like, if they are gonna do Worlds in like DC, I feel like the worst one would probably be the DC Convention Center. Like, that place is a nightmare to get in and out of. Like, actually. Like, it's a pretty convention center, don't get me wrong, and it's huge. But like, it's literally like in the middle of downtown. The closest metro stop is like 3 blocks away. Like, honey, no. I could also definitely see them doing like Baltimore or like Philly, something like that. I wouldn't be opposed to Philly. I could also see them doing Chicago. Shout out to the Chicago Eddies. But like, I could also see them doing like something in California, which, you know, I wouldn't be opposed to, you know. But like, surprisingly, there isn't that big of an Elestrals scene in California. Now, the biggest toss-up. Okay, so like, on the tier list of like what I actually think is gonna happen for like World's location, this one is starting to edge from like, this could realistically happen to I don't think it's gonna happen. Toronto. But Toronto would go crazy. Like, Toronto would go nutty mode. And then above that, right, is, of course, Athens, Greece. It's, you know, a card game based on, you know, Greek mythology. First Worlds, you have to put in Athens, Greece. Like, come on. Athens, Greece would go crazy, though. Like, if A-Drive comes out and is like, listen, y'all better save your money. Because in 6 months, we're going to Greece. I'll pop off. People will sell off, like, their entire collections to go to Worlds. Like, alright, we got, like, less than a minute left. I'm teaching you Yu-Gi-Oh! Listen, I have been out of playing Yu-Gi-Oh! For so long. I only just started playing again because of this new format they made where like every card is legal, like all of them, but all the really good ones or like the really problematic ones have like a point like a point number attached to it. Oh, here we go. And then you can only have like 100 points per deck. So like in theory, you could play 3 Pot of Greed. But do you want to? Do you want to play 3 Pot of Greed? That's the question you have to ask yourself, right? Exodia Mill deck? Okay, so funny thing. For like the first real tournament of oh wait, the desktop audio isn't on. There we go. I want 55 Pot of Greed. Can't have 55 Pot of Greed. Sorry, Pot of Greed machine broke. But no, like there was a deck for a while. I was like, yeah, no, we're just playing like this trap deck that summons a big guy. And then also we're like just playing last turn, which for those of you guys who are not in the know, last turn is one of those fuckler cards that was banned for like rules reasons. Not because of power level, but because it's annoying as fuck.
Hello casters and welcome to today's broadcast. Today we'll be sharing some exciting news and announcements around the world of Elestrals. Today's video will feature details around Shattered Stars, organized play, Elestrals Awakened, and maybe even a surprise or two. Let's kick things off.
Okay, so that's 3 of the 5 points
Elestrals Awakened
that I got right.
Elestrals Awakened recently wrapped up our Kickstarter campaign, raising a whopping $1.4 million. And late pledges are still available for you guys to back for the next couple weeks, and we have a chance to actually pass our total from the original trading card game Kickstarter. So if you or someone you know has not late pledged yet, you can still secure your copy of the game digitally and the deluxe digital edition. Once the late pledges are over, you will no longer have this opportunity to do so and get those exclusive rewards for being a deluxe digital caster, including beta access, so don't miss out. I want to take a moment and personally thank you all for helping us become.
I mean, they're only like 30,000 off from passing the original Kickstarter. That's kind of crazy.
The #1 most funded monster catching RPG of all time on the platform. This has been an incredible journey so far, and I'm going to use this opportunity to cover some information that you guys have been asking questions about and give you the timeline of what to expect with Elestrals Awakened. The main campaign has now ended. However, as I mentioned, late pledges are still active, allowing you to back at the digital caster and deluxe digital caster tiers. This is going to be your final chance to get into the adventure at a lower price before full release. You'll be able to choose between your Steam and Nintendo Switch platforms for your final game via Backer Kit. For those who don't know what Backer Kit is, it is the post-campaign platform that will allow us to manage your information, including your shipping if needed, and again, choose the copy of the game. Backers who choose the deluxe digital tier will also receive exclusive beta access, which is going to be available on Steam for all participants, regardless of which platform you select for your final game. So if you do pick Switch for the final game and you have beta access, you're still going to get the beta access on Steam. Backer Kit is scheduled to launch in a few weeks, shortly after the late pledges close. Our team is working hard to get Backer Kit set up, but it is a bit of a strenuous process. We need to wait for Kickstarter to actually wrap up the campaign. We need to make sure that everyone got their pledges actually in, and then we have to set up some back-end stuff on Backer Kit's end, which can take a little while. So just hang tight. You haven't missed anything. We're working to get this out in sometime in December. Backer Kit will be the opportunity to upgrade your pledge with limited quantity options available. It'll be your opportunity to choose which copy of the game you want, and again, input your information so we can ship you your awesome stuff. Now let's talk about pre-alpha launch for Elestrals Awakened. This is incredibly exciting. For those who backed at the elevated caster tier and above, you all gained exclusive access to the pre-alpha of the game, which by the way, was not in the plans when we launched on Kickstarter. This came from your guys' feedback and me streaming it. We're like, hey, what if we just let people play this version of the game? It's actually really solid. So here we have our pre-alpha. This version is, of course, the version that Shady and I have been playing, but with even more improvements and optimizations, as the team has actually been working on it since the Kickstarter concluded, and you guys are going to have an epic experience. You'll be able to explore a handful of biomes and bond with over 40 different Elestrals, and of course, Stellar Hunt each one of these for your team. This is gonna be so cool. You'll get your first taste of Stellar Hunting with the Celestial Gifts. This is so cool. We're super excited for these backers to get their hands on pre-alpha and their first experience on Elestrals Awakened.
Only 35 encounters for that? That's kind of crazy.
Pre-alpha will be launching next week on the 28th for all elevated casters and above. However, if you're someone who batted the Immortal or Divine tiers, we'll be sending your pre-alpha key a little bit earlier around the 26th. Everything is ready on our end. We're just waiting on Steam to approve our newest build, so stay tuned. If we can send it out earlier, we will, but we're kind of at their mercy right now as they need to approve the latest build before we can give everyone their keys. To access the pre-alpha, you'll be sent a Steam key to your email address. So make sure you guys keep an eye on our Discord server and our social media channels for updates. Like I said,
oh wait, Dougie's Stellar is like black and red? Nah, that's kind of crazy.
We'll try to get it earlier.
That's my boy Dougie right there. Yes, sir.
In a bit sooner, but I was just playing it the other day on stream and it was amazing. You guys are in for a true treat. The first step of Elestrals Awaken in a big way. It is worth noting that you are allowed to stream and make videos of the pre-alpha. We just ask that you disclose that it's a pre-alpha and recognize that things are going to change.
All right, listen.
Very early development.
I'm not paying $500 for the pre-alpha.
Awesome. Now let's break
However,
for Elestrals Awaken.
if someone wants to hook it up like a tow truck,
is now live.
I
There
mean,
you can wishlist the game and be all set for when the alpha, beta, and full release of the game launch. I want to shout out the fact that we've hit over 10,000 wishlisters so far, which is actually insane in just like 2 weeks. The alpha is scheduled for release in fall of 2026, with the beta being expected to launch in summer of 2027. The full launch of Elestrals Awakened is scheduled for late 2027.
So 2 years. We're waiting 2 years on this game.
Updates, development insight, and much more.
Which I mean, honestly, compared to the timeline on Elestrals Clash, this gives me more hope for this game. You know? Like, for those of you guys who don't know about Elestrals Clash, it was like, you know, the trading card game simulator for Elestrals, right? That had a Kickstarter that raised a whole bunch of money. It was supposed to be like complete all cards, all functional cards in the game by now. It's not.
Greetings, casters. I'm George, head of organized play for the Elestrals trading card game. Today, I'm going to share some exciting information about current and upcoming organized play events. First up, I'd like to take a moment to highlight our current in-game store season. Local game stores around the world have been hosting weekly league events where casters come together to clash and play the Elestrals TCG. Stores provide our casters with tournament packs featuring exclusive illustrations of some of the best cards in the latest expansions. As casters play through the season, they'll earn points on the season leaderboard, where top 32 casters will be receiving some great prizing. Today, I'd like to announce that we'll be aligning our play seasons with our set releases. Our goal is to provide stores and
Q1
casters
2026
clarity on the span of
so
the
that's
season,
like
and ensure
January
a
through March.
greater level of consistency
That lines up.
when supplying our store partners with the organized play support.
Also,
that
they have
need.
the logo,
With that in mind, we'll be extending season 4 until
but it
the
looks
end
like
of
they just
February.
put the
Don't
text
forget that at the end of
over the
season,
same like
depending
outline,
on
so
your
we have
store
no
league,
idea what that
you
is.
can earn yourself the Series Champion Earthquake playmat. It's not too late to join, so find a local game store near you via the Elestrals Play Network. Speaking of local game stores, the set championships for our latest set, Divine Champions livestream, recently came to a close. Stores were able to host a special tournament with unique deck restrictions, limiting casters to play with only cards from the livestream expansion. This awarded the winner with the exclusive livestream themed playmat. We're constantly looking on how to improve on these special
really
events
want
for
this
both our
Locker Gun
casters
playmat.
and store partners. So please,
But it's
keep
like
providing us your
150
feedback,
bucks.
and we hope you had a ton of fun with this event type. Looking ahead, we're now getting ready for the upcoming store regional events for Divine Champions livestream. These events take the Elestrals Premier experience to your local game stores and will be taking place from January 5th to January 18th, 2026. This is an opportunity for casters to earn a ton of qualifier points for the World Championship, receive Series 2 Premier packs, and potentially win the exclusive Regional Champion playmat.
Dog, why does Gambit have like 6 card arts and a mat? Why?
And to submit an
Why?
application. Our local game store
Industry
team is
plant.
keen on collaborating with as
Literally
many
an
stores as
industry
possible
plant.
and help bring a store regional event near you. Some of our biggest events for the Elestrals trading card game are our in-person Premier Open tournaments. Back in March, we hosted our first ever in-person Premier event with the Dallas Open. And earlier in October, casters gathered in Florida for the Kissimmee Open. These Premier Opens have hosted over 700 casters who have competed, played, and experienced an incredible event like no other. And we cannot wait to see you all
the
again
stabilization
next
on
time.
that video.
Today,
Ugh.
we are thrilled to finally share the announcement you've all been waiting for. The 2026 Elestrals World
Yep, there we go.
Championship.
Good Elestrals morning to all the casters out there.
I am shocked about the energy in this room, but the excitement that people have for this game and this product.
This is it, the ultimate finals in this tournament.
You can mill. That's perfectly fine because now I have my pieces together to break one of the biggest boards in the game. During Tate's game one.
However,
That finals was hype, by the way.
Celestial!
My goat, Swolax.
My goodness, Orvashine.
Hop all through
That
both
is-
Elestrals in a face down. Huge congratulations to your new champion.
Okay, Dallas. Dallas Open. Kissimmee Open. Where's Worlds? Is that Vegas? Vegas Worlds. Yep, not on my bingo card, but like, dog. That's kind of crazy. That's kind of wild. In March? Nah, bro.
The time is finally approaching.
That's
casters.
really close.
In March 2026, we will
That's
be heading
really
to Las
close.
Vegas for the first ever Elestrals World
I don't-
Championship. The best casters from around the world.
I don't think
will
I can
gather
afford to
for
go to
the
Worlds.
Ultimate tournament, where one
We'll
will
see,
be crowned
but
ultimate champion.
like,
To compete, casters
Jesus.
must acquire 250 qualifier points, which can be accumulated from a variety of events throughout the season, including our upcoming store regionals. The World Championships will be held at the Tuscany Suites and Casino and will be open to all Elestrals fans, not just competitors. As with all of our in-person events, we aim to make Elestrals Premieres a celebration of the game and welcome any and all casters to come enjoy the show. Be it spectating the crowning of the world champion, playing in our fantastic side events, or just vibing out with our fellow casters from afar. However, for our competitors who still have that fire to be on the world stage and are
Vegas
just
World
shy of
Championship.
qualifying, we'll be hosting
In
a last
March.
chance qualifier on site that Friday, March 20th. This will be the final opportunity for casters to lock in their spot for.
I
the
thought it
World
was going to be
Championship.
like, you know,
We have partnered with the venue and set up a
July
special hotel
at
rate
the
for
earliest?
casters looking to lock in their attendance now. You can visit our news update or use the QR code on screen to learn more. More details on
Like-
everything related to the World Championship, including side events, the last chance qualifier, badges, and more will be shared over the coming month. In the meantime, we
It's
encourage you
so
all to begin
soon.
preparations and look forward to seeing you there.
Yeah,
Before we
there-
wrap
it's
up
like-
today, we'd like to take this opportunity
I mean,
to
granted,
congratulate
it is a
all the
US-based card
casters who have
game,
qualified
right?
for the 2026
But also at
World
the same
Championship
time,
so
like-
far. There's still plenty of time to accumulate qualifier points, be it from our upcoming store regionals to our recurring online premieres. Between now and the World Championship,
I
we
feel
have
like-
5
okay.
more online premiere tournaments lined up,
Okay.
with the next one scheduled in a couple
oh
of
my god.
weeks on December 6th.
They usually just
Registration is
announce the
open
next
now
two,
for
but
that
like,
online premiere,
they have
and we encourage you all to
5?
sign up for an incredible day of
5
classes.
lined up right now?
That concludes today's update on Elestrals Organized Play. We have a lot in store for all of you in the coming weeks and months for the Elestrals trading card game. We hope you're all excited about today's announcements and that you're looking forward to learning more about the 2026 World Championships very soon. Now we're going to pass it over to Kay, who will share some more exciting announcements.
Hello, everyone. We hope that you all enjoyed that long-awaited announcement for the Elestrals World
I mean, Vegas.
Championship.
Fuck.
It's going to be so much fun, and I
I-
can't wait to see you all in my town of Las Vegas, clashing for victory. It's now my turn to take over today's broadcast for some exciting reveals. We're heading beyond the horizon and into the cosmos as we share some new details on the next release of Shattered Stars. Let's first take a brief
Shattered Stars
moment to
announcement.
look back and recap this incredible year we just had with Shattered Stars Chapter 2. Over 200 cards and illustrations were created for this incredible series of Shattered Stars. From the entire Elestrals family, we extend our heartfelt gratitude to everyone who has supported this series throughout the year. With a new chapter on the horizon, we look forward to sharing more incredible cards and designs with you all. This new journey in Shattered Stars will introduce the ethereal spirits in the Elestrals trading card game.
Nah,
These will
those
be
arts look
all-new borderless
crazy.
textured full art
Like, we
cards
already knew
depicting
about this
the
middle one,
elemental
but the other
spirits with
two,
their
oh my
prime
god.
Elestral. Chapter 3 will debut with the Thunder element in the ethereal full art Zaptor. Let's now take a look at all the new cards that will be available to collect in our next expansion. Up first, the common cards. To kick us off, we have the long-awaited felt art creation of our Thunder Spirit Zaptor by Carrie Bird.
Oh no, are they gonna be
Next,
only
we have a new
hollows?
illustration of Ampup, Champion of Zeus. Rob Hicks brings to
Dog,
life a
if-
striking new Griffuse
If the
Champion
new
of Zeus.
spirit art
And if you're ever in
is
need to call
only
upon the mighty Zeus,
in
then
hollow,
Sparkit, Champion
I
of
am
Zeus is
going
your
to
ally.
lose my mind.
This next common card is no stranger to Shattered Stars. Returning once more from the very first set released, we have a brand new illustration of Lycavolt. Combined
Nah,
with
that
the
shit goes
forces
hard.
of Zeus and Ampup, Lycavolt can be a major threat to reckon with when not prepared. Leading the charge with some fun glow is a new illustration of Brontiglow Supercharged. Now, after a fierce clash, it's nice to lay down and relax for a bit, and this next Elestral is doing just that. Look forward to a new Anklia Surge illustration joining Shattered Stars. Rounding off our commons is an Elestral that needs no introduction. Astravid is back and eager to bounce into action with an epic new illustration from Giovanni Aguilar. That wraps up our 8 commons for this next month's Shattered Stars. Let us know which one is your favorite. Remember, Shattered Stars isn't just for the hardcore players. It's the ultimate series of cards for collectors. Every card designed for Shattered Stars is an exclusive illustration of an existing card from the Elestrals trading card game's main series. If you're interested in starting your Shattered Stars journey with this new chapter, we encourage you to head to shopelestrals.com from December 1st and subscribe. Memberships start at $19.99, which will include 1 bundle of 3 booster packs. Every booster pack of Shattered Stars holds the same opportunity to include a reverse stellar and/or a serialized stellar inside. Existing members can upgrade their Shattered Stars membership via their Caster Club account to receive more bundles for this next release. All 7 common Elestral cards will also be available to collect as reverse hollows, and the Felt Art Zaptor will be available as a regular hollow. We hope you look forward to collecting them all and making your decks shine. Next, we would like to reveal all of the full art hollow cards available in this set. You already know the first one, the borderless full art textured ethereal Zaptor.
It's
This will be
textured?
the first full art borderless spirit card for the Elestrals trading card game,
Nah,
and we
I
cannot wait
need-
to see
I
you
need-
all enchant your cards with these stunning spirits.
This is like the first
You may
card
be
that I might
surprised, but
actually
we're
shell
not
out.
quite done with
Like
the
these
Zodiacs
spirits
just yet.
might be the first thing
Our
I
next
actually
hollow
shell
will
out
be a
for
full art
in
constellation of
Shattered
Astravid.
Stars.
Representing the Lepus constellation, this cosmic full art will join the ever-growing collection of this beloved Elestral. Continuing our stained glass divines, we
Zeus.
have a new illustration.
Oh, and
of
then we
Zeus
get
on the way.
Stellar Zeus this
Plus,
month.
Zeus' hollow makes
No.
its return as this month's full art pottery card.
Nah.
The final 2 hollow cards feature 2 of the most powerful Thunder Elestrals in the current trading card game. Watch out for thunderstorms as a new full art Imperial is sweeping in with a striking new illustration. And finally, all charged up with an incredible design from Pau Jimenez is this
Phosphocell?
new
Bro.
full art Phosphocell. This will be Pau's first illustration printed for the Elestrals trading card game. This talented artist also
Oh, wait.
illustrated the full
So,
art spirits designed for the Elestrals Awakening
If next month
Kickstarter.
is
You
Wind,
can look forward to many
does
more
that mean that we get like the full art
illustrations from
Pantera that we saw in
future cards.
Clash?
Now let's move things over to our
Bro,
stellars.
that would go
Specifically,
crazy.
Our reverse stellars. Inside some packs of Shattered Stars, your reverse hollow common may be replaced with a reverse hollow stellar. There are 2 reverse stellars to collect: Magneros, Champion of Aphrodite, and Lycavolt, Champion of Zeus. These 2 epic stellars can be pulled in the reverse
Dude,
hollow
that
slot
Magneros
of a
is gonna be
booster pack.
money.
Finally, let's unveil the 2 serialized stellars coming to
That
this
Magneros
set.
is gonna be
Surging with a
money,
stellar new
bro.
look is our X of 10 full art stellar Anklia Surge.
Oh
This
my
strong-headed
god, that's
Thunder and Earth
gorgeous.
Elestral is back from Divine Champion's Firestorm and eager to make a strike. Last but by no means least, we have our X of 99 Stellar. Following the trends of our previous X of 99 Stellars, you may be able to figure out who will be featured this month. Well, you don't have to wonder much more. The full art Stellar Zeus will be this
brother.
X of 99 Stellar card.
Nah, that's
This
crazy.
incredible stellar by
That-
Lorenzo strikes fear
This
into
might be
all who
like the
oppose
best
him,
month of
and will be
Shattered
the
Stars
ultimate addition to your
in
Thunder
a
collection.
minute.
This
Oh
wraps up
my
our update
god.
on Shattered Stars today. The storms are already brewing for Chapter 3, and we're just getting started. Thank you all for watching. Please stay tuned for more updates coming
Dog.
soon. Now we're heading back to A Drive for some final words.
Thank you, Kaylin and George, for taking us through all those incredible announcements about the world of Elestrals. It's so incredible to see how far we've come since we launched our original Kickstarter in 2022. Can you believe it's been 3 years? When we launched that initial Kickstarter, our Elestrals World Championship was but a dream, and the 2026 World Championships will be the biggest and most ultimate congregation of Elestrals players in the entire world. It will be a cannot miss event. I'm super excited to be able to meet many of you for the first time.
Dog,
hang out
I
with
might
old
need to
friends,
sell like
and
some of my
clash
stellars
like
to go to
never
Vegas. I'm not gonna
before.
lie.
Links to all the
The Zeus
announcements
is
and everything
so
can be found in
crazy.
the description below. And
Also,
that's
they
gonna
made
be
him
it for
black,
today's
bro.
special
Let's
video
go.
of Elestrals. I want to thank you all again for your support. What an incredible ride this has been, and 2026 is going to be the best year of Elestrals yet. But before I let you go, I do have one more announcement to share.
Yep. New set name. New set name. Sunstrike. Yep. Okay. And it's Thunder Solar, like I said. So that is 4 of 5. 4 of 5 prediction. I mean, listen. Q1 2026. Yeah. It's reveal season, baby. It's reveal season. You know what that means? Daily content. Celestleo, champion of Ares, is gonna go crazy. Celestleo, champion of Ares. If that card isn't good, like this set's gonna flop. No, I'm kidding. But like, honestly, like, pretty good announcement. Pretty good. Only thing that I'm sad about is that yeah, sad for Worlds. It is unfortunate. I mean, listen, if I can... Okay. So what actually needs to happen, if I want to go to Worlds, right? Not like compete, but just be there, is I would probably need to sell off all my serialized stellars. Which, I mean, I have a good chunk of. You know, I have like a Cypron, champion of Dionysus. I have a X of 99 Hephaestus. I have a Hopperoo. You know, like, I have a good chunk of, you know, serialized stellars. The problem is, your boy also got bills to pay. However, also, 4 or 5 prediction correct. I mean, listen. I know my Elestrals announcements, guys. What can I say? We got on stream. We called the shot. I'm still going to keep this ban list date in mind. Because I would not be surprised if in 2 weeks there was another announcement that's like, all right, ban list. Ban list coming on, you know, December 8th. But yeah, that... The full art spirits being textured? Dog. I might have to shell out. I might have to shell out for full art textured. Oh my god. If I could get a playset of every single one of those spirits, ooh. I don't even know how much those will be. Because those are nice. Hopefully they fixed the you know, the printing issues that came along with like live stream and shit like that. Cause bro, if I could get like a minty playset of every single one, oh my god. Man. Also, like, Worlds being in Vegas, I think that's like the first city where, like, oh yeah, card game tournaments go down in this city, right? Because, like, the big ones are, like, you know, Philly, Chicago, LA, Vegas, right? But yeah, holy dude. Worlds at the end of March? Nah, like, if I really want to go to Worlds, which Kissimmee was so much fun, but also, like, do I go to Kissimmee or do I stay at home and restream Worlds? Because you know that, like, you know, all the streamers for Elestrals, the very few that there are going to be at Worlds. I don't know. I was expecting for Worlds to be like, you know, halfway through next year. I would have time. But like 3 months in? 3 months in? And right before the first of the next month too, like, that's tough. I'll have to look at like how much hotel rooms are and flights. Like, if I can get there for like sub a grand, maybe. Also, if I can sell off like a good number of my sellers, that'll definitely help. But like, Vegas is expensive, dude. Like, by then I'll definitely have money, but like, holy shit. But that also, chat, that also still leaves time for A Drive to announce the next open in DC at the Gaylord, as hath been foretold. But no, I really have to think on this. I would really, really like... Okay, if I can actually get there for like less than a grand, I think I'm going. Which shouldn't be hard. Like, you know, if I really need to, I can fly on Spirit Airlines. And then, like, you know, only have... Like, the reason why Kissimmee was so expensive was because I threw 2 days onto the end of it, right? Oh yeah, remember what I said last night about how Michael Guy Bowman was going to copyright strike that stream? He sure as hell did. You know, I think that's a good place to end it. I need to, okay. So like what? I need to get ready at like 3:15. So I have like 2.5-ish hours. I need to get a workout in. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna end the stream there. Good stream. Good announcement video from Daniel A Drive. Thanks for coming out, guys. Really do appreciate it. Probably stream tomorrow before work. Maybe Clash. Maybe Genesis format. Something like that. But yeah, thanks for coming out. Follow the socials. They should be all down there. And I'm out. Peace.